Hello everyone, welcome to Hue at Home. I'm Tracy Koga. Well, it is official, fall is here. It is now September, going back to school, getting double vaxxed, wearing masks, social distancing. Have things really changed? Well, hopefully they will begin to change as we head into this wonderful fall. But right now, we're going to go out to St. John's, Newfoundland, virtually, and talk with a budding new artist, Clare Follett. We want to give a very warm Winnipeg welcome to St. John's, Newfoundland's Clare Follett. Welcome to Hue at Home, Clare. It's so good to see you. And you look very, very young for the list of credentials on your presser. Amazing. You had your first album out at 15 and a second one out at 18. Do I dare say you're now working on your third?
Yeah, I'm starting to think about it.
Starting to think about it. Okay, so fill us in on the history about Clare Follett and your whole music career.
Yeah, so I was raised in a really musical family, so music was always a really big part of my life. I was in music lessons from the time I was really, really young. And when I was 11, I got gifted my first guitar for Christmas, and I just fell in love with it, and I started writing songs. And then I started kind of wanting to expand on them, so I used to take my mom's laptop and kind of do little mini productions in GarageBand, and I really loved that too. So I kind of just really dug into that and started learning, and now I'm a producer, and I've put out 2 of my own albums.
Amazing. Do you find that because of your age, and you said you are a music producer, is it hard or to relate or for other artists to relate to you?
It can definitely be a barrier at times. I feel like where I'm from, there are a lot of supports for really young artists that go on through, our provincial programs and our kind of Atlantic Canada programs as well. So there are a lot of supports, but yeah, it is definitely strange that, I was playing shows in bars before I was even allowed to really be there, for sure.
And what is the music scene like in St. John's?
It's very supportive. I mean, we've been really lucky during COVID. We've been essentially open for a very, very long time. We shut down for a bit when it first hit, and then again in February for a little bit. But other than that, we've been, pretty much the same, but with some reduced capacity and some masks. So that's been really great. And it's been really good able to get out and still play shows and still connect with people. It's just, I feel like being in Newfoundland, music is a really, really big part of the culture. And, pretty much everyone I know is in some way or another associated with music, whether it was just because they did it when they were a kid or because they're really taking it seriously. It's a really big deal around here, and it's great to have that kind of community.
Oh, so you just said that things pretty much are rolling as far as performing. Does the whole virtual music scene, does that change the game for you?
A little bit. I mean, I am studying music in university right now. I'm going into my 3rd year. So my 2nd year of my program was entirely online. So that was very difficult. And that is kind of, the main focus of what I've done online during COVID. But yeah, it's kind of taught a lot of us resilience, I think, and, how to really roll with the punches and, kind of just deal with whatever happens and whatever comes to us. So, we've invested in some new live streaming equipment and all that stuff. But yeah, it's been a very strange couple of years, but I think we're starting to get to the end of it now, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. And I guess then you've had a lot of time then to do some writing. So that's going to go into my next question, your inspiration. And do you write the words first, or is it the music first?
I find that's a hard question for me because people ask me that often. But I find it kind of comes at the same time. My usual process when I'm writing is I'll sit down with my guitar and just play until I find something that I like. And then I will sing the first line that comes into my head, and I'll write it down. and I'll kind of really analyze that and dissect it. And usually that is something that is on my mind that I kind of want to flesh out. So then I can take that idea and then expand it into a full song. And it's quite therapeutic, actually. I like it.
And have you done any co-production or co-writing with any of your fellow artists?
In terms of production and writing, I haven't really done a lot. I find I tend to really stick to myself. Sometimes I'm a bit of a control freak, especially with my own art. But I'm a side musician with a few artists, and I've produced for a couple of different artists now as well. So collaboration is still something that I very much enjoy. It's just a little bit different.
Well, and it's so great. So, what do you see in an artist that would make you say, okay, I want to produce a song with them?
I mean, usually they do approach me, but it's kind of fun getting to work with some really different genres. So, like, my music is very pop rock kind of deal, but I recently produced an album from an artist that was previously completely like traditional music for fiddle, and she came to me and she kind of wanted to change up her sound a little bit and go in a little bit more of a poppy direction, but still keep her roots. So I think it's kind of fun to kind of mix those genres a little bit and still add my own little flair, but make sure that music stays true to them.
Well, and it's so hard, right? You've got to stay up, one up or ahead of the game because new sounds come out every day. Let's talk then about this new release Now, the story behind the song.
Yeah, so Now is a track off of my latest album, Reclamation. So Now is a song about watching somebody that you used to be with move on a lot faster than you did from the relationship, and just kind of questioning, who you are and what you're supposed to do in that moment, and trying to find yourself again as a person who exists independently of them.
You have a very old soul, Clare. And I mean that honestly in a good way. I mean, it sounds like you're a seasoned artist that has been playing for 20 years, let alone your short career. Family now, what does your mom and dad think of all of this?
They've been super supportive. They are both musicians in a couple, in different ways. But they both went through music school, and music was a big part of their upbringing as well. So it's very nice to have a family who is supportive of what you want to do and who will drive me to all of my gigs and would chaperone me to my gigs when I was too young to be there by myself and all of those things. Yeah.
Oh, and university, you're in the School of Music. How important is it for a musician to have this kind of educational background, I guess, into the whole business?
I mean, I'm doing a conjoint program between music and business. So I find it's really great to be able to learn the musical skills, of course, on the music side of the degree. A lot of people go their whole careers not knowing anything about music theory and are super successful. But I personally just find it really useful, and I enjoy learning about it. But on the business side, I find it's been really useful to be able to kind of know the ins and outs of what's acceptable and what's not, and how to manage finances and those sorts of things. So that's been great.
Well, you definitely are ahead of the game on that one too. Question now, do you see yourself leaving St. John's? And where would you go?
I'm not sure. I feel very comfortable here. I really like the scene here. It's super supportive. I know a lot of people move to Toronto. That maybe one day I'll get there. I really don't know. But for right now, I'm very happy where I am.
Oh, cool. And the best part for you, living in St. John's and living out your dream?
Oh, I don't know. I think I really like playing the shows and meeting people at the shows and, hearing if maybe my music has impacted them in some way. That always sticks with me for a long time.
Oh, well, it's been so wonderful spending some time with you. And I only hope, and I know, that sooner or later you'll be doing some shows traveling across Canada, and please put Winnipeg, Manitoba on your tour.
I will. Thank you.
So you are going to play us a song, and hopefully it will be now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to just do it acoustically. And yeah, this is the latest single, Now.
What's up? Ooh, say what, say what, say what? Girl, you know what's up. Ooh, say what, say what, say what? So tell me what's up. I'm digging you. I'm feeling you. Girl, you know what's up. Say I'm digging you. And I'm more than you. So tell me what's up. Tell me what's up.
Welcome back to Hue at Home. In the beginning of August, Artbeat Studio opened up their central studio in their brand new location in Portage Place. And it was a great celebration because not only does Studio Central offer free art classes to the public, it's also offering an opportunity to Artbeat alumni to show their true colors.
This is the, our new location of Studio Central, our Urban Art Center, and we have just moved into the second floor of Portage Place Shopping Center. And we're so grateful for our partnership with Portage Place, and they've been partnering with us since we opened up Upbeat Artworks here about probably 7-8 years ago. So we're really happy that they're able to house another one of our programs here.
Studio Central runs free workshops daily from 11 to 5 p.m. with Thursdays dedicated to writing and poetry. Art supplies will be provided, and although these are adult workshops, minors are welcome if accompanied by a parent or guardian. Everyone is welcome here to explore their creative side in a safe and inclusive space.
We have a facilitator who kind of like teach anybody who wants to come and kind of paint along with the artist. Paint, jewelry making, origami, any like kind of creative, from printmaking, wood blocking, monoprint, you name it, we do it.
Studio Central is also a stepping stone for Artbeat alumni like Kate Kaplan. She's one of the many facilitators working at Studio Central.
Studio Central is great for moving on from one step to another, and you don't even notice how you grow sometimes.
This is where, after the residency program, we try to encourage the artists to keep in contact and to start building that community for themselves, so they can continue on with their healing journey.
We want to give a very special thank you to all of our special guests on today's show and leave you with this question. What new thing would you like to try this fall? We want to know, so send us an email to hello@ilikehue.com or message us on Facebook and Instagram at iLikeHue. But for now, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time on Hue at Home.